Welcome to your daily focus for December the 6th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. The pitter patter of the feet leaving the room, I guess they want to play. And they know they're not allowed to play in here. They're getting very good with it. So we still have our days. Um, December the 6th. So the 6 energy. Now we are living the 6 energy. I think I've said this before to you, but for those of you who are new, the 6 energy is the whole month of December, right? We have December being the 12th month and 2019 both coming out to a 12. 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 is 6, right? So it's a little bit about the hangman energy, but today we're going to concentrate a little bit more on the 6 energy because that's what we're looking at. And the 6 energy is about our routines, our health, our well-being, and also our love, our compassion, and the love and compassion that we expect in return. If you add it all together for the day, right, December the 6th, 2019, you end up with a 12 again. Maybe I should talk a little bit about the hangman because we got the triple, the triple energy of 12. We got the double energy of our triple energy of 3, right? 1 plus 2 is 3, so the hangman. So this has been something that we have been walking through for the entire year of learning how to be the hangman, of learning how to be in the moment. Maybe surrendering a little bit more to what is happening rather than fighting. It could be a little bit more about letting go of control in your life, in certain areas of your life. And then the 1 plus 2 is the 3, which is the Empress. It's the child. Really, the 3 energy is all about the child, the creativity, your inner expression. And we've been learning how to tap into our inner child for the entire year. We've been learning how to become curious again and imaginative again, and allowing our inner expression to come out. So this is a very strong day for us when it comes to the yearly energy and our homework assignments, so to speak, from the universe, from God, from our angels. Are we more in the moment? Are we spending, 5 minutes a day just breathing or meditating or, just sitting there and contemplating or, doing something mundane but allowing your mind to drift and being conscious of where your mind is drifting to? See what comes up the most, to know your to-do list and what really needs to get off your plate. It's about creativity and rebirth, or birthing something new altogether. We have the sun in Sagittarius, the moon in Aries, so we have fire signs. So there should be a boldness about us, a wanting to step forward, a wanting to move towards our goals, our dreams, our desires. Okay, because we can sit here and wish and hope. But there's also an action that is needed. And so with this fire energy and new moon energy, we do have the energy to tap into around us to actually motivate us into the direction we want to go. So a very beautiful and powerful day for us when it comes to the numerology, when it comes to the planets, at least the sun and moon. I guess we could look at all the personal planets, but King of Swords. Okay, so King of Swords, he is, out of all of them, the King of Swords is the one that is determined beyond belief. He sits there, he looks straight forward, he imagines what he wants to do, where he wants to go, and pretty soon he's going to stand up. And the way he's holding that sword, anything comes between him and his goal, is gone. So we're looking forward today, and we're seeing what doesn't fit. And if it doesn't fit, we're going to wield our mighty sword and we're just going to say, no more. It's gone. You may falter down the path a little bit, and that's fine. But today you're strong. Today you've got this. Today you can take that step. Imagine it. Think about it. Understand how it's going to play out. And then go forward. And sometimes with this card, I kind of get you could be so focused on your direction, you might step on toes, you might ruffle feathers. And you know what? That still could be the case. But I don't think it matters right now. I don't think it matters in today. So what if their feathers get a little ruffled? So what if they feel like you've stepped on their toes to the point of like you don't want to necessarily go out and actually do it, but if it happens, maybe they were the ones stepping on your toes this whole time. And I know that doesn't sound very, very nice. It doesn't sound very nice, actually. But it's kind of like it doesn't matter today. It's like, oh, wow, they'll get over it. They'll move on. There'll be something else to talk about tomorrow. They'll forget the situation. So whatever it is, it's not hurting them. It's not really hurting them. It's not, sometimes I really caution you on this. That you don't want to burn bridges and whatnot. But I don't think there's a bridge burning here. I think it's more of you just get very determined and you stand in your truth and you stand in your courage. And you get a little bold about stepping into your goal, your dream. Knight of Pentacles. We got the King and the Knight here. Have a faith and a trust in your intuition that you are protected. An unwavering faith. And we don't have any armor on here. We don't even have a weapon. We hold that pentacle out front like any robber can just come and grab it off of us. But we know that they can't. In some form or some way, we're protected. So long as we're doing things for the greater good, we're protected. We shouldn't have a fear. We shouldn't have an anxiety. So pay attention to, I heard those hunches. Pay attention to, maybe it is those hunches. Those little signs, those little whispers you hear. Telling you in what direction to go, what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. Maybe that's why we don't feel that you could really hurt them in some way kind of energy. Because you're not out to hurt anybody today. You don't want to use that sword. But what needs to go needs to go. And so, not literally, you cut away what no longer holds you down. Or no longer raises you up, no longer fulfills you, no longer has value in your life. And we have the King of Pentacles. Wow. It's a very male energy. It's a very do kind of energy. This is thinking outside the box. This is growing your abundance. The dream. Well, he's not the emperor yet. Let's not, push him in there. But out of all the kings, he is the richest. He takes educated risks. He thinks outside the box. He takes something old and makes it new again. They just don't, sometimes you can look at something and, the Q-tips really never changed, right? But the toaster, right? It used to be put the bread on a stick and hold it over the fire and keep turning it and don't burn it and try and get it even. And then, and I even had one of these where the toaster, you put it down like this and you put it up and turn the toast over and now it just pops out, right? So don't dismiss those new ideas. We just came out of a Pisces moon, so maybe you had some inventive or creative idea. And so don't discard those things. Really look at it. Look at if maybe it could be a money maker for you. Maybe it just makes your life easier or somebody else's life easier or brings in happiness and joy in some way. So don't discount those things. And in fact, really take a look at them. Usually with Aries moons too, we want to pick smaller projects, right? We want things to be done in a couple of days. We want to see that fast success. So it's like painting a wall, right? What a difference. And you can see it immediately, right? As soon as you're done painting, you can look and go, wow, what a difference. So it's being able to accomplish things, really to grow your confidence and your strength, is by doing a bunch of little things or smaller things that will be done quickly, a couple of hours, a couple of days at the most, okay? With the Aries moon. That's where you'll see the most success, because once we get into the Taurus moon, it's going to be a half-finished project again if you take on something too big right now. But you want to keep the bigger picture in plain view. That's evident with the King of Swords. He is seeing the big picture. He's seeing the steps forward. Let's see what our well-being cards bring us. I am learning that all problems resolve themselves. I am learning that all problems resolve themselves. So, and that has been in the energy of the last several days, hasn't it? About, pushing those problems, those worries, those concerns, those anxieties, those fears to the back burner and see if they're still there when you look again. Don't get caught up on all the small stuff. Don't get caught up in all the little detail. See the big picture. What steps can you do that you're really going to see some accomplishment? Don't worry about the negative right now. And there's certain things that we do have to tend to, absolutely. But there's a lot of things that we don't have to tend to. And with the 12 energy being so prominent today in our lives, I would have to say this is definitely a day to just stay in the moment and surrender to the situation and just say, okay, well, I'm just going to go on with this, see how that pans out. A lot of problems, 95% of what we worry about never manifests in our life. We always think the worst. We always think the dire. We always get into the negative state of what can happen. We rarely look at how beautiful, and even like it's a wedding day or something and everyone's planning and someone's going to say, oh, it's an outdoor wedding. I hope it doesn't rain. Well, if nobody talks about it, chances is it won't. But now we've got another worry and another concern, right? And all of a sudden we start planning for rain. I'm learning that all problems resolve themselves. So even the really big ones, give them up to God, your angels, your spirit guides. Say, help me with this. When you have a problem, a desire exudes forth from you. And Source hears it and answers it immediately. Once you remove your attention from the problem, you then allow the solution. Give birth to the question and let it go, and allow the answer to flow. Give birth to the question and let it go, and allow the answer to flow. So yes, give it up to God, your angels, your spirit guides. Watch the answer come in. You ever go, you can't sleep at night, you're overthinking something and you're all full of anxiety about your next day, and then you go to sleep and you wake up in the morning and that same thought comes in, what are we going to do? And immediately the answer's there. And it's like, oh, Why didn't I think of that last night when I spent 3 hours tossing and turning about it? It's because when we finally go to sleep and we shut everything down and we stop putting our conscious focus on it and give it to our subconscious, it works it out. And it says, how about this? And we go, oh, why didn't I think of that sooner? The answer will flow. Allow the answer to flow. I like that card. We'll get our animals here. Blessings. We should always be grateful. Grateful for everything. Turkey, turkey, where are you, turkey? There's our lovely swan. Blessings, gratitude, and thanks. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. It is a perfect opportunity to create peace within your soul so that the gratitude is pure and that there is forgiveness from the past by looking at the now and creating the future. Begin a new tradition. Maybe create a gratitude tree and write down a few things that you are grateful for each day and hang it on the tree as a reminder. Go around your dinner table and express thanks, not just on Thanksgiving. Create a gratitude journal. Whatever you want to express your gratitude to spotlight your blessings. Do it so that there is a constant reminder around you, so that you can see that you are blessed, even when you feel otherwise. Yeah, feeling blessed. And it reminded me the dogs every every minute that they can. But if I'm sitting in my bed and they come up and they both come up on each side of me and I go, oh, I'm so blessed to have my boys in my life here. I'm so blessed. So what are you blessed about? Maybe it's having the best job ever. Maybe it is your involvement with the community. Maybe it is your family. Maybe it's a special person. I'm blessed. Realize, first of all, what is in your life that you are truly blessed with. And it's usually things that money can't buy. It can be the new car to get you from A to B. It can be the new house that you just moved into. Absolutely. Understand the emotion you feel when you say those things. The joy, the happiness, the love. And the more you start to say those things to yourself, the more that you realize that you are blessed. The waking up, my mom said every morning when she woke up, she said, thank you, God. And every night when she went to bed, she said, thank you, God. And I think even with the dementia, she still does that today. So where in your life can you add blessings? I just saw on, I don't know, it might have been Pinterest. It might have been, something popped up on my computer screen. And it was to write out just a little sentence or two about something that you were grateful for or something that made you happy or, something wonderful that happened during the day and throwing it in the jar. And then spending next New Year's Eve reading the jar full of it and realizing just what a wonderful year you've had and looking forward to the next even more then. So where can you add gratitude in your life? Where can you count your blessings, see your blessings, give thanks for your blessings? I give thanks for you. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.